Welcome, it's Winnie from Bella Sunshine. Today I want to show you guys my progress for week 2 of my junk journal July. As you guys already know, I am way behind. I was sick and then my grandson was born last week, so I am very excited about that. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I got so far. If you are interested in what my journal looks like before putting anything in there, or what week 1 looks like, I will leave the playlist in the description. For day 8, it was observe. So I decided to do I really wasn't planning to put any family pictures in this, but for observe, the thing that came to my mind was observing my family and remembering that, you know, they're in my life and that I should appreciate and cherish them. And so this is what I have, and I have a little note card going on here. And let me just show you guys a close-up. Then for day 9 was extremely hard for me because scraps, I'm not used to really working with scraps and just little tiny stuff. So it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do for day 9. And I came up with this, which is I used to scrap as petals for my flower. And I actually really like the way it came out. It is a lot better than I expected it to be. I did have to step back a little bit, kind of forget about it, and then come back to it later because it was one of the challenging prompts for me. So, and I had to learn that I have to embrace the imperfection. Then for day 10, it's thread, and as you can see, I did some hand sewing here with lots of thread going around here. And we have a note card over here, and the one that I put on 10 was growth begins when we begin to accept our own weakness. So this page is probably one of my favorite just because I was not expecting it to look. It looks a lot better than I thought. So now for day 11, it is stamps. Oops, my pages are all stuck. Oh, there it is. Sorry. So stamp, as you can see, I just did the background for stamping. The digital that I use, I already had it printed. I think it was an extra from a project that I did. And I just went ahead and stamped my butterfly here. The digital is from Rickety Snippet. And over here, this is another tag, just another file folder I had laying around. I'm using everything that I have, so I'm not reprinting anything, which is kind of nice because I'm getting rid of some of my, bits and pieces. So as you can see here, you can flip this over and I can decide, later on if I need more writing space, I can probably put a blank one in there. This one moves a little bit. I did use an eyelet. If you use an eyelet, you can move it just a little, not a whole lot. If you want it to really move around, you need to use a brad. Then for day 12, it is packaging. I use everything here is a packaging. This is a paper bag. Sorry, that is my cat Gypsy trying to get in while I'm filming. And this is a cereal box. I was experimenting with transferring picture into a what do you call those, overhead film? I forget what they're called, but I will also leave the link below if you guys are interested in how I transferred a picture into a plastic. And this is another packaging. These were all together. I just used it, the clear one, as a pocket. So you can see this is going to be my writing space. And this digital is from Susanna from Nonstop Papercraft. And this one, I don't know if I mentioned, this is made out of a cereal box. And I just made it where you can just move it up and down if you want, sideways. Just something a little fun to do, a little interactive on my journal. So that was kind of fun. Then for day 13, it is light. Now, I had a hard time doing light also. I went through my stuff to see what I had, and I found this quote, which says, "This little light of mine is I'm gonna let it shine." So I wanted to make a pocket that's a see-through, and I didn't want to use the plastic. So this is a parchment paper, and I just embossed it with some of my embossing folder that I have. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's like, it's got flowers, roses, and I stenciled a sun to go with it. Then I made it into a pocket, and I can have a writing space here and a writing space over here. So I kept them white. You guys know I'm not really into white, but I thought for light, I needed to be something with light color. Now for the day 14, I did the weather. What I did, as you can see, is going to be winter. Now, winter is not my favorite weather, but it is my favorite. I think winter is very, very pretty, especially with the snow and when it's, it's snowing. It also reminds me that Christmas is around the corner, and Christmas is one of my favorite holiday. So I decided to go ahead with do the snowflake, and I thought this was fitting for all of us junk journalers out there. It says, "We are like a snowflake, different in our own beautiful way," which is true. As much as I wanted my journal to look like Meg's, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and copy what she does. As you can see, mine does not look anything like Meg, because we're two different person. We are working on the same thing, the same prompt, but even when I do try to copy her, like even day one, I think it's probably the closest I can get to making it look like Meg. It still look very different because I do things differently than she does. So you guys, if you guys try to copy somebody and it doesn't look like there, it is okay, because this is your art. This is you. What you do in your pages represent you and no one else. And that alone is what's unique about your journal. As soon as I finish my week 3, right now I am working on day 16, and we are supposed to be on day 26. So as you can see, guys, I am 10 days behind. It's okay. I'm not panicking. If I don't finish this in July, I am quite okay with that. Life does happen, but I do appreciate you guys continuing to go along with me with my journal, my journey. Thank you so much. Until next time, happy crafting.